Guys, what's up? So today I'm going to be telling you about my hair horror story. Yeah, it was bad. So keep watching if you want to know what happened to all of this and why I'm back to natural. And yeah, it's pretty crazy, and I guess it's not crazy, but like it's a story, so keep watching. 2017, last year, I wanted to get my hair done, and my ex-boyfriend's mom, we weren't dating at the time, we were just really close friends, does hair, and we were talking at a baseball game. She's like, yeah, like I want to try this new style of balayage and stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm so down, like you can do my hair whenever, like I love getting my hair done, like I love blonde, I love having blonde in my hair. And she was like, cool. So one day she texted me, she's like, hey, like I want to try this new style, do you mind if I do it on you? I'm like, sure, heck yeah, like I'm down. And so I get my hair done. I love it. She did a really good job. I had blonde at the end of my hair. She blended it really well. Like, it looked amazing. And so I was like loving it. My fresh new hair, like we looked good. So I went through the whole summer. We started dating this was my junior year, so we started dating towards the beginning of my senior year. And we broke up a few months later because, like we weren't dating at the right time. Like I had school like from 8 a.m. to like 11:30, and then work from 12 to 4, and then basketball practice from like 5 to 7 or 5 to 10, depending if it was a practice or if it was a game. So I really didn't have time. Like I would try to, like my spare time hang out and stuff, but it just didn't work out, and it ended really bad basically. And so prom comes around in like April, and I want my hair done again because it's been a year, my roots have grown out, everything's grown out, and I kind of just want everything fresh, to look good for pictures. And so at this point, I'm just like, I don't want to text her because I just don't want, I don't know, I thought she hated me, or like, it didn't feel right to like text her and be like, hey, like, do you want to do my hair? Like, I didn't think it was right. And so I told my mom, and she was like, just text her. And I was like, no, I'll just find somebody on Yelp. Like, it's totally fine. But it's not. So I was going on Yelp looking up hairstylists who specialize in balayage, which is what she did on my hair in April. So I look up ladies who specialize in balayage, and I'm like, all right, cool. I found this girl. We're gonna name her Mary. That's not her name. Just putting that out there. And she works for this hair studio. It's just like a little hair studio. I couldn't find it at first, but that's besides the point because it's in like a Lola salon. I forgot what it's called, but basically like it's a whole bunch of salons in like a building, and like it's their own little doors. I don't know how else to explain it. And so I'm like, all right, like I'm gonna text her. She looked legit, like she had great reviews, like returning customers. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna check this lady out. No, I shouldn't have. But so I texted her. She gets back to me. I don't kind of fast, I think. I'm not sure. I forgot. I have all the text messages and receipts and stuff. I'll insert. She texts me. I text her, hi, Mary. This is Joelle. I was wondering, I'm reading off my computer, by the way, if you have any open appointments for this week for a balayage. This was Sunday, April 22nd. She goes, hi, Joelle. How flexible is your time? Are you with time and days? She said it's easier if you compare our schedules and see what works best. So she sent me a link to her schedule, basically. So I thought she was legit because, like, I mean, come on. I said I'm free Monday after 2:10, which is when I got out of school, Wednesday after 1, and Friday after 12. She said she can do 3:30 Friday. Keep in mind, 3:30. I said, perfect, how's your pricing? I saw that it starts at $150, which is really high for a balayage. I mean, not really high, but balayage usually tend to be like $125. So it's like $25 extra, but I just wanted a retouch, so it should have been at least $100, $125. She said, you can go on my Yelp page, blank studio, and her Instagram, blank. And she said, can she get my last name? So I give her my last name for the booking. And she asked if I wanted to see any styles that she's done, just to see. And I said I looked on her Yelp and stuff. And she sent me her Instagram. So I went through her Instagram. And so we're just talking. And I said, if you don't have a client, I can come in at 2:30 because my hair takes a while. And which it does. My hair takes 5 hours to 6 hours to do. It takes forever to process, and like blow drying it's a pain in the butt. Like I know my hair and I know how long it takes. And so I like suggest, I'm like, hey, if you don't have a client, like or if you're running like early, like I'm totally down to come in early because I know I don't want you to stay late. Like I keep in mind of people's times because I get it. And she texts me at 3:11 and our appointment's at 3:30, and she's saying that she's running 30 minutes late. Now I'm a client to where I come in like 15, not 15, but like 10 minutes early just because I'm aware of your time and come in like early. I'm already like driving around like I'm lost. I couldn't find this place because I'm looking for her actual name, but she's in a studio that's in a studio. It's weird. And so I said, okay, so I guess I go to like, I went to the yogurt shop and just had a yogurt, sat there for a minute, and then I like went to the studio. I finally found it. And so I'm sitting in there. She doesn't even know I'm here at this point because I'm sitting outside. Like her little studio is inside and there's a chair like outside. There's like a sliding glass door. So I'm just sitting there. I kind of look in to let her know that I'm there. And so 30 minutes late turns into an hour and like 20 minutes. So by the time, I want to say it's like 5 o'clock and I'm not even in her chair yet. And she's like, oh my gosh, like I'm so sorry and blah, 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 blah. Like, and she's like nice at first, like we're talking, we're having a good conversation. And she starts complaining a lot. I mean, like she's hungry, she's tired, and which I understand, like everyone's human, everyone gets hungry, everyone gets tired. But like, I'm a first time client and I wouldn't want that to be, you know, like my first impression on a new client or a potential like client that's gonna come back, you know. And we're talking, she's talking about my hair and how like she was just kind of like talking smack, and I was just like, yeah, like I just didn't want to text her because I felt uncomfortable, so like I'm trying out new people, and like I saw you had really good Yelp and stuff like that. And she's like, oh cool, like we're talking about how Yelp is so cool and stuff. She was cool and everything. And so she puts the bleach in my hair and she's talking about all these like hair terminology and stuff, and like I understand what she's saying because I've gotten my hair done quite a few times. And I'm like, yeah, like okay. And so we're sitting down waiting for it to process, and she's complaining how tired she is and keeps complaining, and she's eating because someone brought her food and stuff. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, okay, like, and she takes my hair out a little early, and it's like I don't even know how else to explain it. Like my hair didn't process enough. I know that for a fact because it was a different tone of blonde. It was still dark, and I had a light ashy tone. I told her that I want ash. I don't want like an orangey blonde. Like, can you just please match what I have? She's like, well, it's gonna be a struggle and this and that and this and that and then I'm like, I just want a balayage retouch. That's all I came in for. And so we finally get it done. It's like, I don't even know what time it is, maybe like 9. So I was only there for like 4 hours, maybe 3 hours. Like, my hair does not, my hair needs to process. Like, it does not take that fast. Like, it takes a while for my hair to, like, you know, to process. I don't even know how much I can explain that. It just takes a while. And so I leave there, but before I leave, she's like, oh, like, honey, like, I was like, no, it's okay, like, you don't have to, like, blow dry my hair. I know that takes even longer to do, and to style it, like, don't do that. I don't even like it anyways. So I kind of just, like, let it go. Sorry, my lighting's changing. And so I just kind of, like, leave her salon with my hair wet, and she's like, well, make sure you send me a picture of it dry and it's styled, because I literally had prom the next day. I went to, like, 4 proms, but, like, I don't know, prom was cool. I went with my friends, and, like, my grandma took me to prom. She works for high school and stuff, so I was having a great time going to proms and having like fun nights and stuff. Like I brought dresses and everything for each prom, and I would like re-wear a dress once, but that's a different story. Anyways, so the next day I wake up and I'm like, what is this? Why is my hair like this? And I went to her, I texted her, and I was like, yo, like, my hair looks ridiculous. Like, it doesn't even look like you did anything, for 1. For 2, like, the stuff that does look like what happened is messed up. Like, so she's like, oh, come in, like, let me see. And she was like, oh, so she tried to blend it, I guess, but she was talking highly about her blending skills, and she teaches classes on how to blend so there's not a line, because some girls have a line straight across. She was bragging about it, and I was like, okay, like, yeah, my hair better not look like. Oh, forgot to mention, $200 she charged me for this balayage retouch, saying that it was a color correction, she needs to do this and she needs to do that, and oh my gosh, my hair is so much, and $200 for my hair. And I was only supposed to spend $200. And so I curled my hair for that prom, because I was disgusted with my hair. I was so angry, and I was like, full regrets, 100% regrets of my hair and why I even decided to even go to this lady. And I should have just texted my original hairstylist. But I thought it was okay. I was like, oh, you know what, like, it's fine. Like, I kept justifying it, and then I kept hating it. Like, it was back and forth on my hair. And so I curled it. It looked terrible in pictures. I thought it looked great, and I look back now and I'm like, oh my god. The next weekend I had another prom. I mean, they were back to back. This was a prom I was going with my coworkers, and so I decided to keep my hair straight for this prom. And let me tell you, biggest mistake of my life for pictures. I'll insert the picture. Yeah. There's a line that she specifically said that she's a expert at, and I won't have one. A line. A freaking line. Okay, for one, that whole week, I didn't even see my hair, so I thought I could wear it down and it'd be fine. I wore my hair up in buns. I did a cute little braid to a bun and, like, little pieces of blonde. Like, that was the only part that was cute, was the little blonde right here. But I had bangs also, so a piece of my hair burnt off, because my hair went all the way down, and now it's like, it's growing out, but a mess, I'm telling you. And I look back at my pictures and I go, no way, no freaking way. So I show my mom. My mom's like, oh my god, I didn't notice that. And I was like, it's bad. She's like, you need to text her and you need to have her fix your hair. And I was like, Mom, like, no, she's gonna freaking hate me. And she's like, no, just text her. And I'm like, so I'm debating about this for like, I'm debating like hard. Like, I talked about it and I was like, guys, like, I don't know what to do. Like, what if she hates me? And everyone's like, don't text her. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. I'm like, and then some people are like, text her, like, it's okay, like, it's gonna be fine, like, she's a professional. If she's actually like a professional, she's gonna be like totally cool with it. And so finally I get the guts to text her, and I texted, what did I name her? Mary. I texted Mary the 6th, and I was like, it's super noticeable, like, I actually hate it, like, lady, like, she's like, and then Mary was like, and she can't text, like, she cannot spell. Her spelling errors are terrible. I have spelling errors, but if I'm texting a client or something, I'm gonna make sure that my grammar is great and that I look professional or I sound professional. She says, need to get this RT come back pretty. I'm gonna have to tone it a little darker for toning girly. At least it'll lighten up to one color. And so Monday, I don't even think I texted her back. I texted my hairstylist, who is my ex-boyfriend's mom, and I said, hi, sorry, don't want to bother you. I tried some lady because I didn't think it was appropriate for me to text you, but I really liked your style on doing my hair, and she really messed up my hair. Is there any way you can fix this? And I sent her that picture. And I said, I know we can't put any more bleach, but is there any hope? I'm probably gonna have to dye it back. And she goes, hi, how are you? You're not bothering me. You can come in whenever. We can fix it. Just let me know when you have time to come into the salon. I said, I'm doing good. How are you? And I'm like, ready to graduate. Are you free this week? And she said, okay, I can't believe how, like, we're just like talking, catching up, you know. She goes, I can do Friday at 4. If you're not, let me know what days are good. I said Friday will work, like, that's perfect. It comes around and I'm hyped. I'm like, yes, like, my hair's gonna get fixed. And I texted her a picture up before my appointment. I was like, my hair's up in a bun right now. Like, do you want me to wash it? Like, is there anything you want me to do before I come in? She's like, no, you're fine. Just come in. So I go in and I take my hair out of this bun, and it's in a braid. So I take it out of the bun, then the braid. And she looks at it and she goes, what? And I'm like, I know. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, we're dying laughing over my hair. And she's like, who did you go to? And I'm telling her who, and I was like, she used to work for this salon too. She told me, and like all kinds of stuff, and we're laughing, and she's showing everybody in the salon, come look at her hair. And so here's the before picture, and we're looking at my hair, and I'm like, can you just please bless my hair? Like, I don't even care what you do, just do it. Like, I trust you 100%. Like, come through, please. And we're just like talking, catching up, like laughing, giggling, like it wasn't weird at all. Like totally fine. Like I love her. I still go to her for my hair, and she fixes it. And insert picture here. And it looks great. I love it. I'm like, thank you so much. Like you actually saved the day. And I texted the lady, and she was like, and my mom was like, you need to get your money back because $200 is absolutely ridiculous for her messing up your hair. And so I texted her back, and basically she said, oh honey, like I wouldn't have charged you so much money if I didn't plan ahead of time. She's saying she planned ahead of time, and that she charged me $200 because she wanted to do more sessions, which she did not make clear at all to me. She wanted to do at least 3 sessions on my hair and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, it takes you 3 sessions to fix my hair, but my actual hairstylist did this in 1. Really? At this point, I didn't even text her back, and she's like, do you have PayPal? And I just left her on red. My mom texted her, and she was like, you need to get, this is her mom, like, you need to give her money back. And she was like, oh, I texted her, and I was like, you know what, like, it's not even worth it, like, keep your money, like, you know what, like, I just gave her a bad Yelp review. I was like, this lady messed up my hair. I insert the before pictures. Instead of getting my money back, I was like, just have this bad Yelp review, like, here. And so I guess karma came back around for me or something, because senior sunset comes around. And I'm like, after like we go to the park and have fun and stuff, everyone's gonna go swimming at this guy's house. So I'm like, okay, I'm down to go swimming. And at first I wasn't gonna get my hair wet. I was like, you know what, it's fine, like I'll just get my hair wet. And then my hair started feeling really brassy, but that's kind of how it usually feels because it's blonde or whatever after it gets wet and I didn't condition or something. And so I wake up in the morning. No, my hair looks green. I'm looking in the mirror before I go to bed. I'm like, nah, like it's fine. And I wake up in the morning and my hair is green. My tips are completely green, like teal. Like it looks like I purposely dyed my hair. Insert picture. I mean, like terrible. So I texted her. I'm like, we have another problem. She's like, what happened? I'm like, my hair is green. And she's like, okay, we could fix that. And I'm like, and I sent her a picture. She was like, oh my god, like, and she saw it. And I forgot what it said. Like, I put something in my hair to make it wash out a little. It didn't work. It was baking soda. And so I go into her salon and we're laughing again. Like, oh my god, how did you get your hair green? And I was like, I went swimming. His pH balance was off, I guess. And like, so she got it out for the most part. And so my hair is all kinds of funky, and she fixes it, she tones it. We're back to looking slayed and snatched with my hair. But I could still see, like, I couldn't unsee what the other lady did. Even though how much she blended it and how much she tried again. And, like, she did a really great job and she did her best. And, like, I loved her. Like, I love her for that. And, like, she helped me. But I still couldn't unsee what this freaking Mary did to my hair. And so I went through the summer, took a trip to Hawaii and stuff, and like I still just didn't like my hair. Like I don't know what was wrong. I just couldn't unsee it. So I texted her July, I think, or something this year, and I said like, hey, I think I want to go back to natural. What do you think? She's like, well, like we both love blonde. So she's like, well, like you like blonde, but I mean, if you want to go natural, I mean, we'll do it. Let's do it. And I was like, and I didn't text her back because I was like, no, it's fine. Like we'll keep blonde hair. Like it's cool. It's fine. Like it's great. And then I texted her again. I was like, okay, let's do it. And she was like, okay, when are you free? And I didn't text her again for like a week because I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. I'm going back and forth with myself and asking people like, should I go back natural? Should I stay blonde? I'm pretty sure I did a poll on it. Like I use polls for everything because I'm kind of indecisive. And so I finally texted her like the very end of July, and I was like, all right, let's do this. So I go in, she's like, are you sure? She's like, are you sure? Are you sure? And I'm like, yes, I'm sure. So she uses like a demi dye, which doesn't damage your hair as much. And she puts it in, and she's like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. Like, I'll insert a picture here. And it looked great. I loved it. I was like, you know what? Like, natural, like, it's good. Like, I haven't had natural hair in a while. And so Funny story, I freaking went to the restroom and I was sitting like this and I was like half awake, and I get up and I look in the mirror and I'm like, I scared myself with my freaking dark hair because I'm so used to seeing blonde. Love it. It's just easier and better natural. It's so less high maintenance, because my blonde hair, I had to purple shampoo it like twice a week, let it sit in my hair, and then the purple shampoo would get everywhere. It was just a mess. I had to go in for a toning all the time because my hair is freaking crazy and it has a mind of its own. So basically, that is my hair horror story. Please like, subscribe, follow my Instagram, or if you're coming from Instagram, hey, sorry you had to listen to me ramble for who knows how long. Yeah. I don't want to expose these people also, and I didn't ask if I could use their names or anything, which, I mean, if you know me, like, you know who does my hair and stuff, and she does a really great job. 20 out of 10 recommend her. So professional, freaking great, like, amazing, love her to death. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.